We're hearing from fund manager Sean Peche on where he sees investment opportunities in the coming year. He told Sylvia about the mid-cap stocks he's buying on both sides of the Atlantic.
Associated British Foods, it's listed here in the UK. They own Primark. Primark's just more than half their business. And if you think about a tough economy, the data that we're seeing out of the UK is not positive at the moment. If people start trading down, well, Primark's going to capture market share. The Primark's doing really well. But it's a nice diversified business with great management team. I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and find that the management team's done something stupid. The Weston family know the business really well. I think George Weston's an excellent CEO. And so they've got growth potential. They're growing around the world. They're attractively priced. We're getting a nice dividend. They're buying back shares. But it's out of favor because it's a mid-cap and it's listed in the UK.
Interesting. So basically, when you're thinking about those two names, is the fact that they're also, to some extent, being ignored by other investors. Oh. Share also your thoughts when it comes to Mattel. Tell us why are you also bullish on this stock?
Yeah, so Mattel, similarly to that, is also a mid-cap. Okay, and Mattel's the number 2 toy company in the world. And if you think about many of their brands, it's brands. It's Barbie, Hot Wheels, Matchbox, Thomas & Friends, Barnaby. All these names will be very familiar to parents and all the rest. So great names, and they've got a new management team who are unlocking the value in that content. So in the old days, it's just make the little toy cars. But now they've got a series on Netflix. Well, in fact, they've got the second. It was so popular they wrote the second season. They launched the second season in September. They've got 14 products in production, so movies with Amazon and with Apple, and hopefully there's a Barbie 2 on the way at some point, but I'm sure they're going to be negotiating hard. Barbie 2's takings at the box office were more than any of the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's quite amazing. And then if you look at things like AI, they can use AI to make animated movies. They can use AI to make these computer games using their content.
It's great, isn't it? You can sit here really soberly and everyone's laughing in the gallery because he's talking about toys and Barbie, and you've got a sober analyst there talking about Mattel saying, well, hopefully there's a Barbie 2 on the agenda.
And all I hear and see in my mind is my 4-year-old who won't be watching anything else. So this is great news for her.
Your 4-year-old's a Barbie fan?
A big Barbie fan.
Yeah. I hated the movie.
I know it's not meant for kids, right? It's meant for adults, right?
I don't know. I was a bit bored. I was really looking forward to it.
Well,
I preferred Oppenheimer.
Yeah, that was.
And I actually love kids' films. I'm a massive fan.
It's not a kids' film. It's a society-critical film, isn't it?
I was just bored. Anyway, Ken was great, but I was still a bit bored with that as well. He had some good abs, didn't he?
He did. That's why I watched it. Yeah. Peche also explained why he's continuing to back French stocks despite recent political turmoil.
So people focus on the short term. They don't want to experience pain. That's the story out there. But so maybe the euro falls apart. Maybe it probably doesn't. And the companies that we own are very attractively priced. I mean, companies like BNP Paribas have grown book value consistently and are really attractively priced. And of course, the price falls, the dividend yield goes up. And many of the other European companies as well. I mean, you can buy ABN AMRO on a 10% dividend yield today. Where inflation, that's very attractive. So I think Europe's been out of favor, the whole of Europe, because France obviously creates opportunity across the whole of Europe. And at the same time as Europe's been struggling, you've had this Trump euphoria. So everybody's been rushing to invest in the US. You've now got a situation where Tesla, when I wrote my last fact sheets, 20 times the market cap of BMW and makes less money. But of course, Tesla's been going up 5% a day since then. So, who knows how many times it is BMW. And so everybody wants to go and, but running after the latest, shiniest thing is not normally a good way to make money.
You can check out more from our Delivering Alpha series on the CNBC website, of course.